Good afternoon, this is Chris Brown at Memorial High School in Madison, Wisconsin. This afternoon we're going to do a special report on our use of iPads at Memorial. We're going to begin with our procedures for issuing iPads to students. One does not want those iPads to disappear, so we've taken many precautions. We're going to begin with something with laser engraving and our science teacher, Mr. Sensen.
We're good to go.
Each individual iPad had an etching of a Spartan head as well as the school number, the cart number, and the iPad number etched on the back. We also had to come up with a plan of how do we hand these out and take them back from the students so we don't lose them. So we came up with a great plan so we could avoid what you're seeing right now. All iPads were entered into the library circulation system called Destiny. Each student then checked out an iPad in their classroom using their ID number and the barcode attached to that iPad. Each teacher had a scanner, and it was a simple procedure to check those materials out and back into each student. So the procedure looked like this and went very smoothly and worked well.
One of the apps that we've successfully used at Memorial High School is entitled Schoology, which is web-based as well as an app on iPads. We're going to move over to our health teacher, Deb Polster, for coverage of this exciting initiative at Memorial.
Schoology is one of the apps and web-based programs we found very useful in our classrooms with helping with discussions and uploading assignments. When you come to discussions, they'll click on a discussion. When they open up the discussion, there's a question on the top that they have to answer, and then other students can reply to their answers just like they communicate on Facebook. So not a new skill they need to learn. Another feature we found useful was posting assignments straight off of their iPads. You go to your assignments. When they come to their assignments, they can submit their assignments right on the Schoology app that'll come directly to the teacher, either through the web-based program or their own personal iPad.
Another app that we used at Memorial this year was entitled Doceri. And Doceri is also web-based as well as an app. And we're going to turn to Mr. Kvistad from our math department now to show us his use of this exciting application.
Well, thanks, Chris. I'm going to talk about an app called Doceri, which is a way to share ideas, because we're using Doceri to create this, and we can also use it as an interactive whiteboard. Now, there are many different backgrounds that you can use on this. Currently, we have a whiteboard background. Let's say you were a math teacher and you wanted to create graphs. Well, there are built-in graphs backgrounds for that. Or maybe you're a social studies teacher. Well, there's plenty of maps available for you to refer to countries and capitals this way. Or a music teacher, so you can show some sheet music. Or maybe you just want to have some fun. So here we have a dog with some laser beams coming out of its eyes. Or on a more serious note, if you have an initiative to talk about literacy, you can have your students take a look at text and highlight it to show exactly where they're pulling that information from when they make their argument. And finally, we can use this as an interactive whiteboard if we have the following all configured correctly, allowing us, as teachers, to walk around the classroom and have some flexibility during our lessons as opposed to being tied to the front of the classroom. Back to you, Chris.
And now we're going to move over to Robin Amato, our new librarian at Memorial High School, who's going to show us how iPads can successfully be used to make movies. All the students love to make movies. And now Robin will show us how easy it is to do on an iPad.
Students in an ethnic studies class used iMovie to create digital stories that answered the question, how does my ethnicity affect my identity? These iMovies were shared with classmates, which created interesting conversations between students and teachers.
Memorial staff signing off. Back to you, downtown.